Protesters opposed to the government's judicial reform launched a nationwide day of disruption. This after the Reasonableness Bill passed a first reading in the Knesset. Protesters blocked major intersections in numerous key locations around the country. Massive traffic jams were caused. Many in the country chose to stay home rather than face the uncertainty on the roads. The Reasonableness Bill passed its first reading in the Knesset just before midnight, after a rowdy day of debate in the plenum. In the end, the bill passed by a vote of 64 to 56, with all of the coalition voting in favor and all of the opposition against. The vote marked the first approval of a judicial reform since Prime Minister Netanyahu suspended the far-reaching legislative package in late March. The Palestinian Authority has rejected Israel's condition for helping prevent the collapse of the PA. Israel insisted that the Palestinians end legal and diplomatic efforts against Israel. PA Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh vowed to continue those efforts. He also rejected the Israeli demand to stop payments made by the PA to the families of imprisoned Palestinian terrorists. The PA rejection follows the Security Cabinet decision to take steps to prevent the collapse of the entity on conditions that it takes steps that also include an end to incitement. The United Nations has relayed Israel's demand to remove a Hezbollah tent on the Lebanese border on Har Dov. The Lebanese government presented a demand of its own, seeking control over the tiny divided village of Rajar striding the border. Two tents manned by armed Hezbollah members were discovered in early June on Israeli territory north of the internationally recognized border, the so-called Blue Line in the contested Mount Dov region, also known as the Sheba Farms. Israel reportedly sent a direct message to Hezbollah threatening an armed confrontation if it did not remove the outposts soon.
So we know the news is volatile and fast-paced, and we want to let you know that ILTV's new app is now available. So if you want to stay connected to the latest news from Israel, the Middle East, and the Jewish world, download our app now on all your devices. It's available in the App Store for both Android and iPhone.